This is HiBREW's newest release, the G64 Plus grinder. It features a 64mm titanium-coated flat burr, a 380-watt brushless DC motor, and 2 anti-static devices to reduce static and retention. It has adjustable RPM from 600 to 1600. It looks really capable. In this video, I'll walk you through all the details. Let's check out what's in the box. Here are all the accessories you get. This is a single-dose grinder, and it comes with a bellows. The metal lid is thick and heavy. After grinding, you can press it down to push out any leftover grounds. Here's the magnetic grind chute, which makes cleaning super easy. You just snap it on and off. There's also a dosing cup with some nice weight to it, and it fits right onto the portafilter holder to catch your grounds. You also get a 58mm magnetic dosing ring. You can fit it onto your basket. There are some accessories, including this little RDT spray bottle, some cleaning brushes, and a set of tools. The build quality on this grinder is really solid and heavy. The entire body is full metal with a brushed matte finish, and it looks quite premium. The Plus version uses a 380-watt brushless DC motor, and it's very quiet. I've tested other grinders like the MHW 3-Bomber F74 and Time War Sculptor that use the same kind of motor. This type of motor keeps noise low and tends to last longer. You adjust the grind size by twisting the hopper. It covers the full grind range with stepless adjustment, which is perfect for dialing in espresso, since you can make really fine tweaks. Another nice detail about the portafilter holder is that it supports both 2-tab and 3-tab portafilters. If you have a traditional E61 portafilter, it sits on there nice and stable. You can even use it with the dosing ring attached. It's also compatible with all of HiBREW's 3-tab portafilters. A lot of grinders overlook this kind of compatibility. Let's take this apart and look at the internal structure. Twist the hopper counterclockwise to remove the entire dial assembly and hopper together. The whole thing is made of solid metal, including the anti-popcorning lid on top. You can easily remove the outer burr. This is a 64mm titanium-coated flat burr. It looks really high-end. That's where the G64 name comes from. I haven't tried swapping in SSP burrs, so I'm not sure if they're compatible. The titanium coating adds hardness and helps extend the burr's lifespan. There's also a safety lock, so when the burr is open, the grinder won't run. Reassembly is simple. Just line up the arrows with each other. Then place it in, make sure it's secure. Simply twist it clockwise to tighten. You don't need to recalibrate either. When you tighten it all the way, it resets to 0. HiBREW added 2 plasma generators to this machine to reduce static. One is placed at the chute exit, and another is positioned at the burr exit. Together, the effect is quite noticeable. When grinding for espresso, there's almost no mess from flying grounds. Let's test the retention. I weighed out 18.7 grams of coffee beans and test how much I get. After grinding, push the bellows a few times to purge out the grounds. The grounds were really fluffy, and nothing was lost. I tested it again with 18 grams, and the difference was just 0.1 grams. Actually, I've tested this many times, and the retention is basically within this same range. The G64 Plus also has an adjustable RPM feature. You can adjust it from 600 to 1600, depending on your brewing method. I've tried quite a few grinders with this feature. Generally speaking, lower speed is better for pour-over to reduce fines, while higher speed is more suitable for espresso. But for some beans, I've got better espresso with lower speed, so you can try different grinding speeds and see what works best. Let's compare the grinding speed and pull some espresso shots with different settings. First, let's try the 600 setting. Grinding 18 grams took 45 seconds. Now at 1600, grinding the same 18 grams only took 19 seconds. Retention is still around 0.1 grams. I'm using the HiBREW H21 to make espresso and compare the results. With different RPM settings, there's a noticeable difference in shot time, but each grinder behaves differently. On this G64, the higher speed produces a slower flow rate, so you'll need to grind slightly coarser. The lower speed flows a bit faster, so you can adjust finer accordingly. At the same grind setting and extraction parameters, pulling a 40-gram shot, the 600 RPM shot, took 26 seconds. The 1600 shot was slightly longer, taking 30 seconds. Comparing the two espressos side by side, the lower speed shot is more balanced. The acidity and bitterness aren't really pronounced, but the higher speed shot clearly has brighter acidity and more complex flavors. I personally prefer the higher speed version. Adjusting between 1200 to 1600 actually works really well for espresso. This gives you some room to experiment. Now let's check it out for pour over. I set it to the lowest speed and the grind setting at around 75 on the dial. The manual suggests 100, but I personally think that's a bit too coarse. The overall consistency looks good, but if you rub it between your fingers, there are still quite a bit of fines. I'm brewing a pour over using a 1:15 ratio. The overall flavor of the coffee is quite nice. The acidity is bright, and it tastes noticeably better than entry-level grinders. But overall, this grinder is positioned more towards espresso, though it does a decent job handling pour over as well. So that's my detailed walkthrough of the G64 Plus. It's launching soon on Kickstarter. The retail price isn't confirmed yet, but the early bird price should have some discount. I'll update in the pinned comment when the price is confirmed. Compared to HiBREW's previous G5 grinder, this is a significant improvement. When comparing it to other grinders with adjustable RPM, I think the build quality and grinding performance are better than the DF64V. It has less static and a smoother workflow. The F74 and Sculptor 078S have larger burrs and perform better for pour over, but I guess the G64 Plus should be priced significantly lower. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. Thanks for watching.